Yeah. No, sorry for the background noises. I let's continue. I've already like recorded this the gameplay. Yeah, already recorded the gameplay, and it would just like, I don't know, error and would not show. So you know what? I'm just gonna stream it because I've already like progressed far. So yeah, let's go. Listen to this. Wait, what part am I? Let me just check my notes. Pretty quickly. Yeah. Hold on. Okay. Okay. Yes. I'm finally continuing this game. Where I've not like, I don't know, played this in a very long time since the last recording that just aired out. So one assembly structure is x is y. The sentence begins with and ends with question mark, which means you expect a yes, ne in response. Ooh. Interrogative, like yes, a question with yes or no. Okay. Vi estás visitando. You are a visitor. Ooh. Are you a visitor? Visitant. So, okay. Oh. Okay, we're learning something new every day. It's okay. It's okay. Then, figuring I probably understood, but deciding to check just to make sure. Estás visitando. Santo, you are a visitor. But if you add this, you are a visitor, aren't you? Okay. We're learning something new every day. Wait, I'm just gonna copy it in my notes. So that I could use it like later on. Right. Turned out to be another way of asking a question.
まだ使い分けられる自信はないけど、その時が来たら。
Yep, you can use it when time comes. I was sure I'd get by somehow. The next section on questions that couldn't be answered with yes or nah, the key series looked harder. What kind? Interrogative. Key, huh? Where? Kyo. Kyo? Is it Kyo? Kyo. What? Kia. There were a number of other key words. Oh. But I knew there was no way I could memorize them all. For now, I would just remember the special phrase Ruka used. It's only back in the so I'm sorry about that.
Kyo estas ĉi tio?
What is this? What is this? Kyo estas. What is this? I would just think of it like the simple English phrase, what is this? So I wouldn't forget. As long as I had this in my pocket, I'd be invincible. Or not, but at least I'd have a chance at making conversation with people other than Uruka. Wow, it's so noisy today. Why? Ooh. For instance, when I was shopping, even if I couldn't spell it, if I could just imitate the pronunciation, I'd get by somehow.
あれ、私今何考えてたっけ?
I don't know. We're shopping. Had I drifted off for a second? Oh yeah, something like I'd get by somehow. Positive, I'd been thinking positive. If nothing else, I'd be able to communicate. If I said something a little off, I'd probably be embarrassed. Yeah, same. Even so, I had to try.
だよね、ルカ。
Yeah. Wait, how to wait. I need to Oof. I don't know. I felt the close, warm presence of a girl who shouldn't have been there. She felt close enough to make me think she was sleeping right next to me. It was definitely just a dream. She'd gone back to her room, after all. So there was no way she could be with me. Are you sure about that? Are you sure about that?
これってなんて言うんだっけ？
What's going on? Eat! I'm happy to lucid dreaming. In these situations, can I make things go however I wanted? Never tried lucid dreaming, so maybe? If that was the case, I decided I wouldn't even move a muscle. She smells nice.
いい匂い。
Yee! Yeah. We know. The curious sense of realism was so comfortable. I wanted to stay like this just a little longer. Even if what was just a dream, having Ruka by my side made me feel calm.
頼れる存在だよね。
Yep, you are. Yes, you are. But in the real world, I would have to learn to take care of myself before long. To learn more words so I could communicate with my thoughts to other people. If I could do that, I could find my own way without fear. And if I could erase my fear, I could get by normally, like I always had.
これまで通りって。
Hmm? I always have? My past wasn't in this world. Would my future be in this world? Who knows? Maybe the future is beside you. And before I answered that, was my present real? Yeah, it is real. It is real, girl. It is real. It is. What if I had died when I fell back in the shopping district? Wait, what? You fell back in the shopping district? What? And this was where I had ended up.
死後の世界。
It's not too bad if it's afterlife, right? It's not too bad. If that were true, was I a spirit? And for that matter, was this girl too? No matter how you look at it, Ruka and I weren't the same. It would make way more sense if I were a lost spirit than she were a guardian angel.
か。天国に着いたのか。
Yeah, maybe I ended up in heaven. I didn't know if I had accomplished much good during my short life, but God had apparently led me here. This was some serious special treatment. Heck yeah, I was super lucky. Think of it like that, a peaceful future wouldn't be possible. If I was dead, there was nothing more I could do. Unless I could come back to life? Was that something I could accomplish myself? Or would I have to pass some kind of test first? If the rules were as simple as getting another go at things for being a good person, then even I might stand a chance. But if that were the case, how long would I have to wait? What if I wasn't allowed to go back until a really long time had passed? When my mom and dad and everyone would have already forgotten about me. Aww. Don't. What if it went beyond being forgotten and I was resurrected in a time when not a single person, even I, knew I had lived? That wouldn't be much different from things right now. No, even I can't be sure that no one would know about me. Oh, but stop being so negative. Oh, that's right. Reincarnation. A brand new future, totally unconnected to the past. I could show off a whole new me in a world without ties.
ボーネ。ボーネ。
Oh, good. That sounded nice. I was really looking forward to it. Yeah, me too. Sorry for the background noises. What kind of girl would I be? No! It's up to you what your future will be. Oh, or maybe I could be a boy. Oh, in reincarnation, right. Wait, what if I could choose my sex? Who knows? What, you will have to be like isekai or such? Well, I just assumed the best case scenario where I could choose whatever I wanted.
生まれるなら、
Isekai! I probably want to stay in Japan. Yeah. Because like there's where you originated from. And for my parents.
あれ、なんだ、なんで。
Okay. Wait. I was assuming I could pick whatever I wanted, right? So then how come even in my imagination, even in my visions, even in my fantasies, in all of them. Oh, she misses her parents. Yeah. No one can replace your parents. Like, goodness. There is only one of them in this world. Why were their familiar faces all I could think about? It's because they're your parents. That's what they're used to. Because maybe I couldn't go back. Because looking back was pointless. Because all I could do was move forward. Because I wanted to stay positive. Positive. I can't. I was not being negative. It's affecting me. Even in my dreams, I couldn't decide what I wanted.
Lin.
Oh. Suddenly, I thought I'd heard someone say my name and looked over. Ah! My goodness, they're both cute. Oh my goodness, they're both cute. Oh, Rick was there.
お父さん、お母さん。
Oh.
真似されちゃった。恥ずかしいな、もう。
Oh, sleep talking. He. I never imagined someone could mimic another person in their sleep. Wait. There's a saying that if you mimic a person's mannerism, it means that you like them. So, suspicious.
内緒だよ、今のは。夢だからいいのか。
Are you sure about that? There wasn't any need to ask her to keep it to herself. As long as the real Uruka didn't know anything about it, there wouldn't be any problem.
パパ、ママ。
Oh, she's sleep talking too. Yeah, that's cute.
かわいい呼び方だな。
Yeah, I agree with you, Rin. I agree with you. Her voice is cute. Even she herself is cute. I was just about to stroke her head when I noticed. Oh, in the position you're in. The back of my hand was wet. Oh. Psst. Right. My cheek was wet too. Had I been crying? Maybe. Wasn't it unusual to have sensations this realistic?
まさか、これ、夢じゃなくて。
It's not a dream. You're in denial state, Was this real? If that were the case, then Ruka beside me was also real? Yes, she is real. You can touch her, right? You can feel her warmth. So she's real. Real. Blah, blah, blah. No, that couldn't be. I had definitely seen Ruka go into her room before I went to sleep. I heard her say goodnight with my own ears. Wait a minute. What if I had already been dreaming at that point? Maybe? I don't know. I wasn't sure. I can't be sure of anything now. What if the boundary was even further back, and this whole lost in a parallel dimension thing was all just a dream? Denial state. Ah, I had the same thought back at the park. That was when I had stopped thinking this was all impossible. But the truth was, I was more doubtful than ever. If I kept on doubting, I might wake up and...
平気だからリン心配しないで
Don't worry about it, Rain. Don't worry about it.
ルカ
Something about
こ
oh.
のタイミングでそんなこと言わないで
Yeah, this is the worst possible time to tell something. I didn't know anything, so I was just trying to escape and denying everything. But with Iruka snuggled close like this, there was nowhere I could go. Oh, stay in her warmth.
入れるのユリアーム
Huh? I learned Liam? Liam? I don't know.
ルカはすごいよね初めて会った時は日本語ちょっとわかりますみたいな話だったけど
She's trying hard for your sake, so that you would be comfortable. Cause like, you're in a very, I don't know, unfamiliar place. And you don't know anyone. So, of course. Dogs. But whatever, I would face up hearing Horiyama. She would definitely switch languages and explain things to me clearly. The truth was, she was much better at Japanese than me. Was she holding back in front of me, making her speech sound stilted on purpose? Oh, she's having doubts. She's having doubts. She was the kind of girl to put on an act like that. She treated everything very seriously. Could I really live up to her expectations? You're trying your hardest. No, you're not good enough. I'm trying my hardest. Like, you're trying, you know? We just, like, studied. You know?
頑張っているよ
You know? I was already seeing improvement from today's study session, so that gave me a little confidence. But complacency and negligence go hand in hand.
ごめんねルカ
Starting from tomorrow, I would push myself even harder. Right now, I was just going to leave things like this. Aww. The warmth coming from Ruka was keeping me afloat right now. Aww. 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 So cute. So cute. There's so many things for me. Aww. Yeah. Yep, it's already afternoon. The same thing had happened yesterday when Rook and I started together. But when I absently glanced at the clock, I was shocked to see how much time had passed. Even more than I thought.
部屋の掃除は一通り済ませたからそろそろ次の段階へ計画を進めてみようか
Yeah, studying. I promptly got everything ready. Change of clothes, check. Wallet, check. Notebook, check. At long last, I knew the spellings of perdono and perdonon. And what's more, I knew the difference. Try forgive me and sorry, I beg your pardon. Oh wait, did I? Did I have that in my notes? Cause who knows? Who knows? Who might? Yeah. Sorry, forgive me. Forgive me. pardonon. Beg your pardon. Okay. Pardonon was like a light-hearted sorry, my bad, and Pardonon had a slightly more sincere nuance, maybe? One part of poetry had the potential to irrevocably change my life, so I had to be careful. Yeah, me
よ
too.
し行くぞ
Okay. I had until Ruthie got back. I was going to surprise her by getting all the necessary ingredients and having dinner ready by then. Oh my! Is this gonna? Is this trip gonna be a mess? That meant I didn't have any time to waste. Okay. I slipped my shoes on and dashed outside. Pop-pong.
さーてとどこへ向かおうかな
To a shopping district. The easiest target was the station, just a 5-minute walk away. Going by how things were in my old world, the store I had in mind should be on the building's first floor.
ああ予想通りだ
Yep. The entrance was in a slightly different place, but I saw what I wanted just on the other side of the sliding glass doors. A supermarket. It was pretty big, so as long as there was some sort of grocery section, I should be able to get everything I needed. As for what to buy, I would have to look at it firsthand before deciding. What are we gonna like dinner? Curry? With that thought in mind, I went through the automatic sliding doors but stopped in my tracks as soon as I picked up a basket. This was definitely a place for shopping. But I got the feeling that there was a critical flaw in my plan. Didn't have any list. Just like at the bookstore the other day, my heart wasn't set just on shopping. I also wanted to have a conversation with the store clerk. Just like at the book, once I paid at the register, I would be lucky to be able to say anything more than a thank you.
商店街の方がいいね
Really? I wouldn't be able to get everything in one stop there, so I would have to visit each of the shops one by one. If they were out of anything I needed, I could always come back here. I gently returned the basket and headed outside.
よしじゃあ気合い入れていこう
Okay? Today's goal was to initiate a conversation, even if I could only manage a few words. I had to retain what I learned yesterday by using it while it was still fresh in my mind. Okay, that's
さ
easier.
てとどんな食材を買おうかな
What do you have
その
ingredients?
前に
First, I had to think about what sort of dinner I was going to make. I should start by excluding anything we'd had recently. The next step would be to rule out anything too complicated.
なんか一通り食べたような気がする
Onigiri. Oh, wait. Ready. Sandwiches, grilled fish, fried rice, omelette rice. The mix of Japanese, Chinese, and Western cuisine made for a fairly broad repertoire. Wow. Was there anything we hadn't hit yet?
思いつかんで終わるわけにはいかないから
I can give it now. Oh. I decided to change up my thinking. Instead of coming up with a dish, I started by looking for ingredients I wanted to eat.
ああ白菜食べたいかな
This is... oh my gosh. She's gonna end up in a mess. But why not a cabbage? It wasn't like I loved it or anything. It wasn't because I saw it during yesterday's study session. But if that was why, there had also been lettuce and cabbage.
まあいいやとにかく白菜を基準にしよう
Yeah. That made me think of what? Kimchi? Although did I not know how to make it, there wasn't enough time before dinner to make anything pickled. In that case, was there anything that used napa cabbage as the main ingredient? Don't know.
すごい。何にも思いつかない。
Just how difficult of an ingredient had I picked for myself? It's quite difficult. Was there anything else I could rule out? No, I guess prefer like that and still sell on anything. I probably wouldn't be able to do anything with the next ingredient I thought of either. My level of cooking experience was pathetic, which meant my repertoire was equally pathetic.
こんなことならもっとお母さんに教わっておくんだった。
Yeah, me too. I should. It was too late for that now, though, so all I could do was keep an open mind for the future. But I gave up worrying about individual ingredients and went with combinations. Some kind of dish with a mix of various vegetables. Salad?
野菜炒めとか？
Yep. For seasoning, I would need salt, pepper, soy sauce, or sauce, and that all sounded good. Even I could muddle through with the frying pan. Pato.
決まり。ってことは、八百屋さんを探そう。
Okay. I can make heads or tails of the signs, so for now I would just check out the store fronts. But after searching the shopping district up and down, I hadn't seen anything that looked like a produce store. This was troubling. Well, at this rate I have no choice. Let's go back to the supermarket.
ある。確かあそこにあったよ。
Promising it's gonna be a shady place. Oh, it wasn't a street I passed through often back in my world. I vaguely remember spotting it on the way when I ran all over looking for my home. Oh.
ナイス私。
Yeah. Target. I don't know. The perfect produce store. It wasn't, but at least they seemed to have vegetables. Alright, today I'm going to try starting a conversation with the store clerk.
Bonbenon! Chumi Pubos help you out be?
Welcome, how can I help you? Ha ha ha!
はい、どうも。
She went without hesitation and I just nodded, vaguely understanding what she said. Except it didn't seem to break her stride at all, and the store clerk kept talking with a smile on her face.
Chumi Bekijes? Tuy antaw kelka minutoy?
I don't know! I don't know what you're saying. Trying to keep the conversation going any further without understanding what she said was too risky. そうだ、これ I figured it was best in these situations to just show my identification card right off the bat.
Vi estas visitanto. Pro tio, mi ne memoras vin. Pardonon.
Oh, that I have no memory about you. Sorry. Okay.
先にパルドーノを使われた。
I didn't have the slightest clue why she would be apologizing, but I was at least relieved that she understood I was a visitor. Like, maybe she's like, I'm sorry, I didn't know that you're a visitor, so I apologize. Okay.
そうです。パルドーノ。
I figured it was probably going to be a nice from this point forward, so I went ahead and apologized.
Kiam bipenis al tiu ci mondo.
When you do what?
Kiam
When, so
いつって何を聞かれているのかな。
when did you come here? I can understand some of the words, but I couldn't make a meaningful sentence out of them.
Mi comprenas. Do vi ancora ne estas correspondanto.
What? She was enough to speak slowly, but it was still incomprehensible to me. Whoops! Plan failed. It made me wish I studied more before accepting this challenge. It's your fault. Then we might have been able to have a more fruitful conversation.
Paulino, ¿tú días que estas tíuchi?
Do you know what this is?
それって昨日習ったこれなんですかですよね。
Right?
ん
Crap. Crap. Whoops. It's not like this woman would have any idea what we studied yesterday. I had to explain somehow. I thought as I flapped my hands nervously. Then I noticed something. The store clerk had taken a daikon in her hand. Wait, what's that? What's that? What's that? Forgot. I don't know what is that.
大根 Tío, estas nomo en malnova tempo. Tío, ci estas rafano.
Huh? Tio T? You look have been saying si Tio. Which order is
どっ
right?
ちの順番が正しいんだろう。
I don't have that in my... Oh my goodness. I don't have that. Well, as long as the other person understood, at any rate, I understood what she was saying. This is Arafano. In that case, what if I worked up the courage to ask her a question?
これ、tío, estas caroto だったり
Date. I ask you sing, is it because...
Yes, tío, estas caroto.
Yes, that is a carrot. Yes!
じゃあ、これ、tío, estas tomato? Yes.
Yes! I need to be asking the clerk these basic questions. I was a little worried, but I was just so thrilled to have established a communication. I kept asking away.
だったら、このごぼうは、tío, estas tío, estas labo.
Lap? Oh, yeah. I understood with my ears without having to see it written. Just as I was thinking we should keep going, I spotted a cabbage and a napa cabbage next to the daikon. I was pretty sure those two had similar names in... Yeah. I heard Brasica and Lactuco. Tama? Wait, what? Well, I remember the cabbage name stood out to me in my side session with Ruka. This was the perfect opportunity to ask an expert about it.
tío, estas Japan Brasico ってこっちがtío, estas Brasico ですよね。
Hi. My first of the question was really messy, but she apparently understood it. Thankfully. She gave me a huge nod. Oh my goodness.
そのヤパンって日本って意味ですか？
She gave her head to the side. She probably didn't understand since 90% of the question was in Japanese.
Japan Brasico, oni faris el Brasico, perspepri bonigo. Do ili estas parencoj.
I don't know. What the heck?
Japan Brasico estas unu speco de Brasico.
Nabakari is one of the species of the cabbage, right? I don't know. The store clerk held him up in front of me. The cabbage in her right hand and the napa cabbage in her left. Was she asking me to choose one? In that case, I'd say...
臭い。ヤパンブラシコかな。
I put the first one that came to mind.
Subibulas Acheti?
Oh my goodness. That was loud. I thought that you were asking me some sort of question, but the critical word was a mystery to me. I wish I could just say I don't understand in these situations.
Pardon. わかりませんが、わかりません。
How to say I don't understand? I think it was probably something, but for me, I didn't know the key component.
Bedablinde.
What? She had a disappointed look on her face. Was she frustrated? Or had there been some kind of major misunderstanding?
違うんです。ねえねえねえ。私白菜好きです。
Ah! All I could use in these situations was my body language. I made a show of cheerfully rubbing it against my cheek. Okay, that would be it. I would just... Nope. I would just like... The first interaction, I would just like go home. Huh? Her gaze went from the cabbage to the Napa cabbage and back again. Was she wondering if I didn't like that one? I didn't want her to think that. I quickly handed to the inside, shaking, making another stir. Oh my goodness. Ah! Ah!
ねえ私キャベツプラスイコも大好きです。
Skip! I'm gonna skip this! It's wonders how much I like my vegetables now. Oops! Yay.
何がどうしてこうなった？
What happened? As I get back to Ruka's park, I thought to myself again. Just how many vegetables did I buy? This was my fate, caused by nothing each time something was recommended to me, and never refusing. Even when halfway through the woman responded with something like, "Are you sure about this? Are you sure about that? Are you sure? Are you sure?" My Easy Tanto discount brought the total price down at checkout, and she threw in some tofu as a bonus. So it wasn't all bad. The problem was, like, I had no clue what sort of dish I could make from all these ingredients. Stir fry them.
白菜をはじめにキャベツ、人参、長ネギ、
Ninjin.
じゃがいも。
Oh, daikon. So it's a radish. I didn't have that in my... It's a radish. Okay. Okay. I'll put Ruka's notebook and my receipt, making notes of the spellings of each successfully decoded new entry.
こうやって地味に覚えていくのがいいのかな。
I don't know. All I had written down were the names of food items. But it's okay, right?
まあそれはそれとしてですよ。
The more important thing was to make something that could use all these ingredients I bought. I guess I could make stir fry like I'd planned all along. But with so much, well, no, there wasn't any reason to use all of them, I guess. But there'd be leftovers. So if you eat it in the morning, right? But I had a feeling if I only used a little of each, the leftovers wouldn't all fit in the refrigerator. Yeah, yeah. There probably wasn't any single recipe where I could use them all up at once either, though.
いや、あるぞ。
Wait, what, salad? Of course, nabe! I could just throw them all in the... Oh, stew! Yeah, you can, if you have those ingredients. You have carrots, you have cabbage, you have potatoes, spring onions and such.
おかえり。
What?
De kie venas ĉi tiu odoro?
where does the order or something? Oh wait, don't tell me she burned the food. Who knows? I clasped my hands tightly together, watching Ruka sniff the air as she entered the room. Oh my gosh, her face. Oh my god, it just says like, what have you been doing in my kitchen? I just barely finished in time, you know? I tried my hardest.
ねえねえ、見て見て、これこれ。
What?
アルギルカセローロジュベーレ
What? I don't... Really? I felt great pride when Ruka pointed in shock to the clay pot on the stove.
棚にあったから借りたよ。やっぱり日本人としては土鍋で食べたいからさ。あ、ご飯も炊いてあるよ。だからルカは座って待つだけ。
Oh.
私手伝い。
I help. No, just relax.
いいの。今日は私に全部任せて。
I urged her on from behind, even as she kept looking back before placing both hands on my hips. I stood in the kitchen and claimed I was my own, snorting a triumphant into the air. Oh, okay. Rina is proud. Like she got some ingredients and cooked and then on time. So she's proud. I'm proud of you too. She seemed a little concerned, looking over her shoulder one more time as she went to her room. After she changed clothes and came back, though, she had on a little smile humming on her way to the table. Oh, wait. Rika is proud too. Maybe. Because, like, where did, like, I don't know, she got the ingredients come from? Okay, let's
じゃあ少し待ってて。すぐに準備するから。
You'll soon. Now for the pot holders, but first, the what? Oh wait, that other thing, a tabletop burner. Where was it? Where?
ということで大変お待たせしました。
Oh. Now I'm getting hungry. Huh? After somehow getting the table fully set, I took my seat across from Ruka. Up to this point, I'd only ever helped clear the table. Now, though, I'd finally managed to get everything set up from start to finish. Congrats! I'm proud of you. This was certainly an indication of incredible growth, right? Right. You're more brave than me.
ではいつものようにルカの号令で。
Your command.
グーテンアペティ。
Oh, bon appetit. Oh.
いただきます。
Itadakimasu! I'm hungry. The scent of boiled vegetables steamed out of the pot. I served the Ruka's portion first. Crap. I just realized I didn't know what she liked or disliked. No, she doesn't look like a picky eater. And I decided just to give her a little for now and let her help herself afterward.
軽くお揃いにしてと。
Oh. Hello, welcome to the stream. After dishing up portions for both of us, I took my seat again, and we caught each other's eyes. Oh, this is gonna be a sweet scene. I wasn't sure if she was trying to be polite, but she just sat there stiffly with the chopsticks in her hand. What?
私のことは気にせず食べてみて。
Yee. She nodded slightly and with great care, picked up her small dish and brought it to her mouth. Then she started to sip the broth. Oh wait, it's hot. After that mistake. Okay, that was cute. She began to blow on it, Little tears at the corners of her eyes. Aww. It's a cute mistake. Sorry, Ruka. I feel like I should apologize for thinking how cute she looked just then. Oh my. Oh my. So what was the verdict?
マテンサックスとポーネ
What? Oh, don't tell me she doesn't like it. Oh, yoy yoy. After a slight pause, she smiled like, this is good. I heard Musa, that meant she thought it wasn't bad, right? You're wrong. She was just polite. Look at her face. Oh my goodness.
問題はこの後だ
Just try it! She was waiting for one of the thickly cut carrots with her chopsticks, so I just had to keep watching until she finished eating it.
La caroto estas iom malmola tamen ne gravas
The carrot was cooked nicely. It's no problem. It's great. It's good. Not really. Are you trying to be polite? I see. No problem. In that case, wait. Saying that in this situation meant there was a problem, right? Yes, there is. Maybe. No matter how I thought about it, this meant I'd gotten a failing grade, didn't it? I hardly reached for my own dish, but noticed I hardly had any broth. So I quickly scooped up a spoonful. Oh, don't tell me it's gonna be bad. You should like taste your dish before you hand it to someone. Ish. Now, how was it?
あっちゃ油断した
I glanced over at Ruka just in time to see a slight smile playing at the corners of her lips, which kind of irritated me. Oh, nag-steam ko! Yay!
リンかわいい
That's what you just said, Rin, earlier. What's the verdict? I had no clue what she was talking about. I have no clue, huh? No clue. Who knows? Anyway, I could deal with a little third-degree burn. Just had to hurry up and see how it tasted. It tastes bad.
これは微妙
Just as I suspected it wasn't good. It's just... I sense a flat, bland, barely noticeable hint of flavor that might not have even been there. It wasn't awful, but it wasn't good either, so it's just neutral, I guess. It tasted completely different from how I'd imagined. But why? Hadn't my mom taught me not to bother with recipes? Maybe I shouldn't have been so timid with the salt. I was trying to make it too healthy. And why didn't I taste it while I was making it? Okay, that's the problem. You should taste your dish first, okay? Because who knows, it might be too salty, too bitter, or doesn't have any seasoning at all. I tried the carrots too and realized they were still undercooked. Told you, Ruka was just being nice. She was just being nice. These were just simple boiled vegetables and nothing more. And Ruka hadn't even complained. She didn't finish her bowl. If I was gonna stop her, I had to do it now.
Luca, ごめん。これは私が責任持って食べるよ。今から作り直すのも大変だし、食べたいものを言ってくれたらスーパーまでひとっ走りしてもっていうか走らせて。
She's trembling. I clasped my hands, pleading. We still had rice, so as long as I get something to go with it, we should be alright. I should at least be true to my words, so I quickly shoveled the rest of my serving into my mouth and set my chopsticks down. I felt like she was deep in thought for a moment before quickly rising from her seat.
私、手伝いします。
Oh, they're gonna have a cooking date.
いや買い物ぐらい一人でもできるから。
I haven't wiped my hand, pointing towards the door, and made a gesture swinging both of my arms like I was running. But Ruby tilted her head to the side, and with a super serious look on her face, headed to the kitchen. She poured a small amount of water into a small pot, which she then placed on the stove. Oh! She's gonna make it better, dude. She's gonna make it better. What on earth was she planning?
リン、待つ。少し待つ。
Yeah, just wait. I'm gonna make it better. I'm gonna make it better. See, I'm a professional at this. That's what her face is saying right now. The water came to a boil, and she dropped in what looked like a yellow sugar cube. Nor cubes! Nor cubes! You know that broth cubes thing? Broth? Yeah. Then a scent I had smelled somewhere before wafted through the air. And that's what you are missing. Rika turned off the heat and with a small spoon tasted it. After adding a touch of salt, she took something out of the refrigerator.
あれは豚肉とちっこいみかん？違う、柚子だ。
Yuzu? That's right, I forgot she had that. Why did I take her shopping without checking to see what was in the refrigerator at first? I don't know, because you were panicking.
ダメすぎるでしょ、私。
Nah, you're not. You're not. Just, I don't know. Return to the table with a small pot in her hand and added its contents to the nabe pot. She used cooking chopsticks to gently stir the pot, creating a space in the middle of the vegetables. To which she added pork and even more pork until it was packed full. Okay, that's a lot. And then she had a staring contest with the pot for a while. That's cute. She skimmed the scum that floated to the surface before quickly squeezing the yuzu into the broth. Yep, she did. She made it better because she's a professional. It was as if the completion of her duty had cut a thread of tension. All I could do was sit in awe of her skill. At this rate, I was ready to resign myself to the role of eater in the house.
Bonvolu provi mangi, mi petas.
Go ahead. It's no good.
取ります。私にお任せあれ。
Can please leave the menial tasks to me, master? Yes, master. Just leave it to me. I'm gonna be an eater. And so, apologizing sincerely in my head, I filled her bowl a second time. I tried poking one of the carrots with the cooking chopsticks and noticed they seemed softer than a little while ago. Because of Ruka's magic. Huh? I felt something lurking at the bottom and found potatoes that I forgot I'd even put in. What were these guys? Were they soft enough to skewer? Or not? It seemed like they were still a little raw in the middle, so I decided to pass for now.
どうぞお代官様、 こちらが今差し出せる年貢のすべてです。お豆腐も入れておきましたので、何卒これで。
Help yourself, my lady. I have your tribute for the entire year. I've been put in tofu. Please, by all means. どうぞ. I figured she wouldn't have any idea what I was saying, but I hope she would at least understand I was humble before her.
Dankon, Lin. Vian portion, mi metu en vian tason.
I don't know. I don't understand.
どうぞお
あ
大根
oops.
ね。
Huh? Why was she taking my dish? I had to serve myself, but Druka was doing it for me. Oh, and she even made sure I got at least one of everything. I wanted to cry when she even included the potatoes. Nothing escaped her, hiding under the napa cabbage. Oh,
改めていただきます。
I'm hungry. I knew Ruka would have made any mistakes. I sipped the broth. What the heck? It's better than before. It didn't look too different from before, but the flavor had completely changed. The seasoning was just right for bringing out the sweetness of the vegetables, and the trace amount of fat from the meat tied it together perfectly. Oh. Plus, there was something else that I couldn't quite put my finger on, which made my first attempt seem like plain hot water by comparison.
なんだこれ。じゃがいもも硬さが気にならないぐらい美味しいし。
Oh, it's potatoes.
デルポーモアンカオミ。
What that? Oh,
ちょっと待って。じゃがいもストップ。ほんともう少し待って。
this is longer. Sorry, I didn't mean to sound so harsh. I really hated that I didn't have the words to explain. Yeah, get that.
じゃがいも
Potato?
デルポーモ。
I don't know.
ああ、日本語の話？そう、これはじゃがいも。
Potato.
なんかじゃがいもって面白い。それだとさつまいもはさつまいもになるのかな。
Hmm? Oh, wait. That was so cute. That was so cute. That was cute.
さつまいもは薩摩の芋だからさつまいもなの。で、じゃがいもも同じように考えるとじゃがの芋になるのね。
We put it from Java. Wait. Just listen.
うん？
That was so cute. Do. In my head, I was thinking, what's Nyaga? Is it the name of a country somewhere? She confused. Uh-oh. I think I was confusing her even more.
基本的にこれは芋なの。芋。
Potato.
芋？
Potato. Patata.
うん。でね、芋にも種類があって、これはじゃがいも。ティオじゃがいもって感じ。じゃがいも。
Yeah, there are different kinds of potatoes. There's white potato or something.
じゃがいも。
Jagai.
で、他にも芋がいっぱいあるの。さつまいも。
Satsuma imo.
さつまいも。
Oh.
里芋。里芋。里芋。
Oh, they're learning from each other. That's so cute.
山芋。山芋。
Mountain. There's country potato, mountain potato, white potato. What? I didn't know about that.
山芋。
It's just potato. Ah, so cute. I wasn't really sure why, but the more I saw her repeating me, the more it excited me. What other kinds of potatoes were there? I want her to keep repeating after me.
って私は変態か。
Wait, I was like, yeah, you're some kind of pervert.
Yes, yes.
What? Yes, you're kind of a pervert. You're good to me. I put that without thinking, and she confirmed it. I really wish she had denied it. It wasn't like I wanted to keep teasing her. It was just our roles were usually reversed. So I wanted to revel in being the teacher for a while.
あのね、ルカ、あれ、どこに？
え？
リン、これ見て。
What? Turned around to find that Ruka had gone over to the refrigerator at some point. The object she was pointing to in her hand was...
これ、リンゴ？ユリアーモだと。チティオエスタスポーモ。
It's Palma. With my notes. Notes help me. Apple.
ポーモ。ポーモ？ポーモって。
I heard it somewhere before.
じゃがいも。テルポーモ。
Oh, terpomo. So potato. Wait. It's potato. Okay.
ああ、テルポーモってあのテルポーモか。それが？
So then, apple was poma and potato was terpomo. Okay. Wait, that meant
じゃがいもってリンゴだったの？
that potato was an apple? Oh. What? So she mistook a potato, an apple with potato. Wait, I don't know. Like it went. I don't know.
なんか最近いつも前日のことを思い出して後悔しているような気がする。
I'm filled with regret. Whenever I saw the apples Rook had set out, it was filled with embarrassment all over again.
じゃがいもってリンゴだったの？
No. Just no. Embarrassing. It just added insult to injury after my cooking failure. In Horiyama, potato was apparently called an earth apple. Te was earth, so adding it to pomo made.
日本語でも何かに例えて異名がつくことはあるけど。
Though a fruit and a vegetable. Obviously, an apple and a potato were not the same thing. Yeah, that's yeah. Because apple is a fruit and the potato is a vegetable. But in my case, I had honestly believed they were two of the same kind.
忘れよう。あったけどなかったことにして。
I don't remember, just act like I didn't. At any rate, today was a new day. Time to forge ahead.
今日って何かあったような。って役所に行く日だ。
Oh, it's today I visited the government office. I had already filled out my visitor application and registration. Today I had to give my first progress report. Also, we're gonna have a quiz today? We're gonna have a quiz? Huh? I hurried and finished my lunch before rushing off to the office. I wasn't sure what time they closed, but those kinds of places always closed early. I ran and ran like my life depended on it. I ran unreasonably fast for someone who had just finished eating. Oh, that's gonna get bad. Then I relaxed when I saw the sign on the front of the building. 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. So you're early. They closed early just like I suspected. But it was only 1 p.m. right now, so I still had time.
ってあれ開かない。
Tripping my automatic, but I stood, jumped, and even tried to wedge my fingers into the cup to open them, all to no avail. I thought on what time it was when I left and wondered if the watch Ruka gave me was slow. But it wasn't. Was today some kind of government holiday? I just took another look at the sign out front. That's when I noticed another sign with an arrow next to it.
10時から19時。横書きなのに縦書き。ビブリオテーコ。
Huh? Then my head started to form the words, and the realization hit me. Oh, it says biblioteca. Had I gotten to the point where I could read my letters without trying? Unfortunately, there was still the bigger question of what it is. Actually, I was pretty sure I had heard that word somewhere before, but I couldn't think of where, and that really frustrated me. How should I resolve this?
行ってみよう。
I followed the arrow. Thus I realized where I was going. Oh yeah! This was the library Ruka had led me to on our first visit. But I couldn't submit my progress report or my paperwork here, so...
ボンベーノン。
It's Ray! I turned reflexively and when I heard someone call out to me and quickly clapped my hands over my mouth.
Mine intense surprise ibin. Perdonan.
I'm sorry I surprised you. Sorry.
レイさん、すみません。私また大きな声で。ね、ゾルグ。ミエラーレス。
It's okay, it's okay. It took her head from his as if to apologize, but smiled immediately afterward.
Le foie, bon antagon lin, kiel vi fartas?
Hello?
はい、bon antagon です。
I tried repeating, but it was an incomplete response.
なんだっけ
I think she said after Bonantagon. Wait, kiel vi fartas? How are you? Wait, what? There's nothing in my... Whoops. Yep, there's nothing. What if it wasn't that handout she gave me? I'd heard it several times by now. How may I help you? How are you doing? Fartas? What's fartas? If I could just know what that means. What do you say of this?
セーブだけど大丈夫？
Hi.
調子はどうですか？
It was a little sketchy, but I thought it was something like that. How was I? If she was asking about how I felt physically, should I just answer I'm doing well? The problem was I didn't know how to say that in Oh well, at least I could try.
Yes, mi estás pone.
I don't know. I didn't have any cover at all, but maybe she still understood.
Juan kau luka?
Alright, let me think. Wow. Did you say is Ruka's name? Based on the context, I guess she was asking something like, and how is Ruka? But I didn't want to just nod my head if it actually meant something different. I wasn't sure about how I should respond, but then Miss Ray grinned broad and stuck out her hand.
Reportis documentoin alla associo de correspondantoi hodie tune?
Man, she was looking to confirm something. Walked towards the counter. She was probably saying something like, have you answered ready by the time I return? I'll be confirming one of the words I'd heard before. The word she just said. What was it again?
Hodie. Kyo, yasumi, gakko.
Oh. Can't you see when she told me it was a school holiday? Yeah, that was the reason she had used it.
もしかして
So far, we're similar to English words. It was possible this was the English holiday. That was the only possible answer.
T-Wich estas sekvantaj lerniloj.
I don't know.
これってえ
At some point, Misery had come back with a stack of papers that she was now handing to me. I nervously took them only to find that they were just like the study printouts I brought home with me last time. These just covered different material.
いっぱいあるぞ
Gosh. A huge pile covering vocabulary and composition. That's when I realized. What had I come here for again?
Chitio estas 書類です
This paper. I was surprised to have probably used both. And it is, but the most important thing was that she understood. I brought with me and she checked its contents. While she went over my paper, I skimmed over the first page of the new stack of printouts. Oh.
1年12ヶ月の呼び方か
Januaro, febbraio, marzo, aprile, mayo, junio, julio, agosto, septiembre, octubre, novembre, december. Okay. I wrote these from my English textbook. Feeling nostalgic, I started moving my finger over them, starting with January. Thanks to pronunciation key, I was able to read the human letters without much effort. But that wasn't all the reason I understood them.
これ英語に似てる
Yeah, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. It had been a while, but I remember my English teacher telling us if you can write these, that's 12 points right there. And I had studied my butt off, so I should definitely know these. This role may have been different, but certain things like this were still fundamentally the same.
Dankon. Mi confirmis.
Thank you. I confirm. Who? 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 Herself speaking out like that startled me and I dropped the printouts. Was she some kind of ninja or something? No, you just don't I don't know. Pay attention to your surroundings?
Pardonon, sed ne tiel surprizic.
I'm sorry for surprising you. She put all the papers up before I could, and I thought she would hand them back to me. And so for some reason, she looked between the papers and me with a smile. Okay, what's that suspicious smile?
Tu exameno malpracias al vi?
What? I don't understand how else I could do was cock my head. And she showed me one of the vocabulary printouts, and after slowly flipping it over, held up 4 fingers. What?
なんだ La quala monato.
I remember one of the words I learned. It'd be the number 4. I could be holding up 4 fingers up and cut a green in response.
Yes, aprilo. Kia fusha, Nicola Devle.
Wait? Your face suddenly fell. Was it my fault? Had I done something? She had just said Aprilo. I had just seen a word with that same pronunciation.
4月指4本がエイプリルでアプリル
And for the fourth month, Aprilo. Same response, Miss. But I suddenly nodded her head. Then she gave me back the printouts
The
and
confirm
instead folding her arms stylishly. What? From the way she was casually wiggling three of her fingers, was she trying to get an answer out of me? That was again, I had to check the printout to be sure of my answer.
フェブルアーロじゃなくてマルトです。
I covered in my pronunciation. Miss Mad nodded, so I must have been close enough. Ho 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 ho. Answer showed I understood the situation perfectly. I had my ways of figuring these things out.
って待ってこれがないと無理です。
She made to shield myself from mystery and her outstretched hand. This would be a lot harder without the printout. That's when I had the realization. I had basically been cheating by answering while looking at it. I wanted to show how elegant I could be by answering without relying on the study materials. In that case, should I study more? No, you should study more. Who knows?
もう少し眺める
Maybe if I started overestimating my abilities. I dove in and repeated the same words to myself in my head. The first month is January, basically the same as the English January. The second month is Februaro, the same as February. The third month is, wait, the rest of these are, no, it's all of them. I looked closely, I saw all 12 months were the same as English, at least the first parts.
じゃあこれお預けします。
Miss Ray put the printout face down on the side table and slowly cast her gaze downward. Now, how many fingers would she hold out?
La dec unua monato.
What? Huh?
Tu vi ne povis aŭskulti min? La dec unua monato.
Unua monato? 11 month? The 11 month? Didn't figure it all. Okay, calm down. That's why in memory. Deck is 10, so the answer is January, February, March, April, May, November. Wait.
Tu vi ne povis aŭskulti min? La dec unua monato.
Novembro.
Novembro.
Or something like Uno come after Deck, so it had to be November.
Yes, Novembro vi bone memoris.
Alright, my intuition was right. I didn't really understand what will cause that pronunciation change. Maybe I would understand after another round?
レさん、もう一問ってなんて言えばいいんだろう。わかんないけど、とにかくもう一問だけ。
Hello, indicator to show I want another shot.
Bone, se vi ancora volas.
She had before folding her arms. Then she looked up at the scene for a second, like she was thinking of something.
La sepa monato.
Sepa. Wait, what's that? 7. January, February, March, April, May, June, July. Julio. Then July.
7月、ユリを。
Okay, to do with September for a second, but Sep was 7.
La sepa.
Ah, yeah. Okay, Miss, tell me I'm right.
リンはどちら？正解？間違い？
Oh?
もちろん余裕でクリア。いや、ちょっと迷ったんだよね。数字の7ってセプでしょ？ で9月がセプテンブロだから、もしかしたらこっちかもって。
Then back I tried to look at the new printouts and reported the result of my pop quiz. Yes! All thanks to me!
2つ正解。リン、すごい。
Yes. Thanks to me, bro. You don't need to be that proud of me, Rika Sensei. Regardless of how I did, I really wanted to memorize the other months too. It wouldn't do me any good if I couldn't write them or say them out loud and need a rose.
リン、いい？何何？
She picked the soldier of her outfit and tugging lightly on them. And after doing the same thing with her skirt, she said,
帰る。
Huh? Change? Okay, change something? Spare change? What's there? Vending machine? Hey Swab, did she want to switch shirts with me? No, that wasn't it. Strip wanted to change clothes now that she was
あ、
home.
ごめん。帰ってきたとこ、私がすぐに捕まえちゃって。
It urged her to watch her run from behind. Then strangely, just in front of the door, she said,
来てくる。
Oh! Turned around to see her beckoning to me. Come with her for a second. Hey, I thought I moved toward her. When I did, she tilted her head a little.
Tu ankaŭ vieniros en mian ĉambron kun mi?
I don't know what you're saying.
来てと言われたから来たんだけど。
Oh, wait, do you want to want to watch me change? What? I don't know.
服着てくる。
Oops! Oh, there's no clothes and come. I change clothes and come back. In that case, there are better ways to have said it, but I couldn't criticize.
私と同じだ。
She was always trying to communicate using the extent of the Japanese she knew.
着てくる。着替えてくる。
She couldn't come back. That explained through gestures.
着替えてくる。着替えてくる。
Yeah, cute. I want you to repeat after me and nodded my approval.
ダンコン。覚える。覚えた？
I don't remember?
Yes! あ
I must
でも
have been more.
私はもっと覚えないとね。さっきのアンカーって何？アンカー V あなたもです。
You too. Okay, let's just copy that. You change clothes too. Okay, that's what she was
そ
saying.
の後はエンイロスなんとか。
Or something. I'm still a word I had to learn if Ruka and I were ever going to be able to understand one another.
Yen tu ankaŭ vieniros en mian ĉambron kun mi?
Okay. He went to and continued explaining as she wrote out the words. He also
エニロス入るつもり
went
く
and
み私と
read the Is it going to enter with me? Maybe enter the door of her bedroom.
のぞきのぞ
You
く
want to peek? It kind of felt like she was trying to tell me something.
着替え
To peek? Yeah, do you want to watch me undress? Change? Oops! Peek and change clothes?
それもいいけど、いや それはいい。
That'd be no. I mean, that's fine. You know, just a peek is fine.
ジュポーネミアンチャンブロン。ねえ今のなし。
Because I just in my arms, I hesitantly refused. But that just gave rise on your question.
今のミーアンチャンブロンの「ん」って何？
As we're putting at the words, she had just written down, putting emphasis on the N.
こうです。ミーアンチャンブロン。私の部屋に。
You're also going to enter my room with me. My room. My room. Okay. Oh. I still didn't really understand, but it sounded like sticking an N at the end of something meant into it.
私の部屋に私と一緒に入るつもり？
Going to come into my room with me?
Yes, トレボーネ。ちなみにトレってどういう意味？トレ、とてもです。
Today. Very. Seeing her write it out in front of me as she explained it really made me feel like I was retaining the information. As I had the feeling I would level up in no time.
あ、ルカ、着替え。おお、着替え来る。
Change come right.
ねえねえねえ、着替えて来る。
着替えてくる。
着替えて来る。着替えて来る。
Change come back. Walked back to her room as she breathed my words with a determined look on her face. After she had closed the door, I heaved a huge sigh.
バランスって難しいな。
Yet, I wanted to learn as fast as possible so I wouldn't keep being a bother to her. I figured the more she helped me, the faster I would learn. But there was a possibility I was just being a pain in her neck.
気をつけないとね。
Yep. My teacher once told me, I get carried away easily, so I tend to blindly rush into things without being aware of your surroundings. If you ever find yourself acting that way, stop for a moment and take the time to think. Okay, teacher. Which kind of action was the best? That was something I would have to consider. What? 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 The expression worked. After sleeping soundly through the whole night, I had come to a conclusion, and that was...
少しぐらい間違えてもいいから積極的に言葉を使っていく。
But when using new words. In order to do that, I had to first consider which vocabulary I was most likely to use. We took out the printouts from the envelope Miss Ray had given me. Okay, I think that's it for this stream today. I'm sorry for the background noises. And
セーブだけど大丈夫？
I'm gonna record it next time. And it out. I hope it won't error out. So yeah, I think that's it for today. Thank you everyone. And thank you for sticking with me.